Hi, everyone. Thanks for attending this TriTech partner webinar between TriTech and NICE. Today, we're going to talk about enriching your 911 recording with quality assurance from your CAD data. I'm Scott McDonald, Vice President of Public Safety Strategy for TriTech, and with me today is Patrick Boats, Director of Engagement for NICE. TriTech values its technology partnerships in this industry, especially when we're able to bring value from our partners to our communication centers, to our police, fire, and EMS agencies with the technologies that they bring. TriTech and NICE have been working together for the past year in identifying how to integrate all of the valuable information that's stored and collected in our dispatch systems with the NICE Inform product to really organize and store this with 911, CAD, and all of your response data. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Patrick and have him walk you through the NICE Inform solution.
Yeah, thanks so much, Scott. It's an honor and privilege to be here today and to have this opportunity. We really enjoyed working with you and your team. I'm going to take you through a tour of the new NICE Inform Elite, which is really reinventing recording and digital evidence management within the 911 center. So I want to show you how we're leveraging that integration to TriTech to make your lives much easier and smarter as well. A little bit about NICE before we get started. We've been in the recording and customer experience space for over 30 years. We're the market leader in the space by far. We have over 4,000 employees all around globally around the world. 3,000 PSAPs that are using our tools, and we're probably most famously known for our radio and telephony, 911 telephony recording and quality assurance solutions, and we're expanding into you'll see today into workflow and reporting and some really great things that can help you out. But we're known for fantastic support, and we have a lot of support partners and direct support employees that make that a reality. We're also a partner with like TriTech is with several of the key public safety organizations that really make us better and provide the standards and what we need to interoperate successfully. So a little bit about the NICE Inform application suite. So I mentioned call, radio. Now more and more of our customers are doing text recording, right? There's over 1,000 PSAPs now handling text, and we're helping them record text and manage all of that and store that so they can quickly retrieve and analyze text conversations. Screen recording becoming more and more popular as dispatchers and call takers work with different screens and CAD information. All that can be seen like a video when you're replaying back the calls. So you get to see a much broader context of what's happening. And as we move into next gen, that's going to become even more important as multimedia comes into the PSAP, and you want to see what's going on and how they're handling these new types of communications. Even text messaging is good to see that way as well, live as well as after the fact. Then search and analytics, that's what we're really enhancing tremendously with the CAD. We call it CAD Incident Analytics, or the CAD integration to TriTech. And then it simplifies incident reconstruction sharing. It makes quality assurance more targeted and enhances your performance metrics reporting as well. And we'll show you that today. So CAD Incident Analytics, and the reason why it's much more than just quote CAD integration is, we are integrating with TriTech and pulling all of the valuable data from a copy of the database, a non-production copy, and we get things like incident ID, report number, incident type, all of anything that's essentially in CAD, we make that searchable. So it's much quicker to pull up your audio recordings or other data from within Nice Inform. So you don't have to go to the CAD first and then go back to Nice and back and forth and so forth. So we also allow you to retrieve related incidents. So, as incidents come in and calls come in, they're not always associated to the same incident right away, as you know. So in many cases, that's done after the fact. And if it is done so within TriTech after the fact, we can pull those related incidents as well. So it saves you a ton of time. Folks that we've spoken with said easy 50% time savings on pulling together audio requests for either district attorney or media or whoever it may be. So we're taking a step further than just being able to search by CAD data, but we also put all of the important CAD events on the multimedia timeline. So you get to see everything that's going on within the event. So these are key metrics, right? So the answer time to dispatch to on scene, right? That's a hello to hello metric, then scene clear. All this you can jump ahead and see when things actually happen. So very valuable when you're, if you imagine this in a courtroom where the jury can see exactly what's going on, gives them a much better, clear picture of the situation. We also, and formally in this new version, we integrated GIS mapping. So all of the recordings from phone calls, mobile phone calls, text messages, even radio locations where the radios are for getting that location information. That's the beauty of Next Gen 911 is we do get a lot of location information now that we can use to plot your recordings on the map. And that could be the new way you search for calls is just look, you can filter through, draw boxes around where you want to filter down your call recordings, or, it also helps you in visualizing that incident. If there's a certain incident, you type in, CAD for 5678, it comes up, and then you see everything on the map as well. So then Organizer is a tool which is unique to Nice. It's a tool we've had for several years. This again saves even more time. So you've typed in your CAD incident number, you've pulled back all of not only your telephony recordings, but also your radio recordings, which is really cool. So, radio recordings, it'll pull back all of those recordings within that time frame and associated to that position, pull all those recordings back, and then you can move them into Organizer and set different retention periods for those incidents that you want to keep longer or shorter, and it creates kind of a folder structure. So if you ever get a request for that same incident again, you don't have to go recreate it. You just go, look up your incident number, that full incident, all the recordings are there. You can just export it again, into a secure media player. It's self-contained, so you can, just either export it and email it or put it onto a thumb drive, or what most of our customers do is they just give the district attorney, the prosecutors access, or the detectives access to Organizer. And when they log in, they get to see only the incidents that you gave them access to. But you don't have to email files back and forth or even deal with burning anything onto CDs anymore. They just log right in. And that's how most of our customers use it. Saves a ton of time. And then another advancement that we've come out with is incident intelligent dashboards. And these dashboards are really unique in that we're kind of in a situation. We've already had telephony, 911, phone system integrations, really robust radio integrations with Motorola, Harris, and others. And then we have call assurance application. So we're getting some really great metrics from those. But now with the addition of CAD, we have the ability to essentially report on all the metrics that really matter to you. So, and not just metrics, but visualizing things like you'll see the word cloud here on the second screen at the bottom there. So that's a word cloud of CAD comments. So you can click on any of the words and keep drilling through. And you actually, when you drill through these charts within the dashboards, you actually will get down to the call recordings. You can listen to the audio recordings and see what was going on. So it's, again, a revolutionary new way of searching for calls. You're not just searching by date and time position. You're looking for anomalies or things that are of interest to you and drilling through either the map or the word clouds or the charts to get to those. From a performance metrics measurement standpoint, again, you have now kind of a single view of the truth, right? So, which you can use to view on mobile tablets, put up on wallboards, so you can empower your call takers and dispatchers with what's going on in near real time. So just some example metrics that can be placed on the dashboard. You have your call handling metrics, right? So your answer times, abandon rates, and things like that. Those are coming from the switch. And then you have dispatch times. Some of the dispatch times actually combine sources of information. So if you think about hello to hello, that's the answer time from the phone system all the way to when they arrived on scene, or other kind of answer to dispatch metrics. You're actually combining information from two systems. So evaluation metrics, and then we have kind of an incident analysis tab where you can actually go through and start doing more analysis. But and our customers, and probably you too, want to see these metrics by lots of different ways, by operator, shift, agency, incident type, and so forth. So the ability to do that and slice and dice and see what's going on is extremely valuable. We call it incident intelligence to take off business intelligence, but we're obviously not businesses, but we are interested in further analyzing incidents and getting better every day. So from a QA perspective, so typically this is the typical workflow of QA, right? So you search through your CAD records, and this is talk to a PSAP, and this is how they explain it. So I took notes and I said, you know what, I'm going to put that in the presentation today. So sudden emergency pops up, and they begin searching the logging recorder. They get distracted again, return to the search in the recorder, then they burn the recordings to CD and send them to QA or the supervisors. The QA evaluator scores the call in a spreadsheet typically, and the supervisor receives a printout, with coaching instructions. And then, that typically can take anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. So think about, from a call taker perspective, do they even remember that call 2 to 4 weeks later, right? Not really timely. And worst of all, is they could be making the same mistake over and over for, 3-4 weeks before they even receive feedback on that. So, it's just not an efficient workflow, and we've listened to our customers, and we're here to help. The CAD integration really helps a ton. Essentially, what we do is use incident type or any other CAD data to schedule calls automatically and give your QA analysts or supervisors, whoever's doing QA in your agency, just a to-do list. So when they come in the morning, all they have to do is go through their to-do list, click on an evaluation that's to be performed. It'll open up with all of the multimedia recordings, text messaging, screen recording, mapping information, CAD information, and they get to see all that next to the QA form that pops up. And you just go through, fill out the QA form, save that, then the call taker dispatcher gets notified that they have a QA for review. So they're getting feedback much quicker, almost instantly, as quick as these are evaluated. And then usually they know if they reviewed it, they can see what they did wrong. They usually know, and they won't make that mistake again. They can dispute it as well. There's an arbitration process and a sign-off process built in. But the most challenging part of QA, or the most time-consuming, is finding the calls you want to evaluate. So being able to use incident ID, like 100% of domestic violence, 7% of EMD calls, 3% of fire, whatever is important to you, to auto schedule those. It makes it more objective in that the computer's picking the calls. I didn't pick this. They can't say you always pick my bad calls. It's doing it for you, and it eliminates kind of the wasteful time and so forth. So I've seen productivity go up as high as 18 times with the number of QA evaluations that can be performed. I put 2 here just to be conservative, but easily can greatly improve your effectiveness and efficiency. So just to show you, so we've always had Inform Essential, which is kind of our basic audio search, replay, live monitoring, a lot of just pure radio dispatch. Customers use that, whether it be maybe utility or transportation, and then even those customers more and more are moving to Inform Professional because they are interested in quality assurance and evaluating those. Maybe they have a P25 system, or they want redundant recording, which is very common. They move up to Professional, and then the new Elite edition, that adds the CAD incident analytics, the GIS mapping. It includes redundant recording and resiliency on all the modules. So it's a really incredible addition, and has some great options as well, including the dashboard later this year and early next year, if you are interested in those. So at this point, I'd just like to do a real brief demonstration just to kind of show you a couple things that I went through here to show you what it looks like in the actual Inform application. One second. All right, so we're in the Inform application. I had just done clicked on one of my saved searches, and this is showing text messaging. So you can see all the text message conversations. Here's all the text. The text messages also get plotted on a map as well. And then if you wanted to do a search by CAD incident number, you could do that as well. So you see the map reset to kind of a global view. If we just type in the incident number, PD-5678, click search. And then what you'll see here is you actually have the phone call, the 911 call. You'll see the CAD event started after the call, which is typical. And then you'll see various radio traffic as well. You can highlight all this, select all, and then you can start playing it back. And then actually, let me unmute real quick. I'm on a virtual machine here, so you won't hear the audio. But so you'll see how it automatically zoomed into the map where you're at. You can then, if you want to make the map bigger, let's say you had screen recording or something else here, what you can do is pull out this insight grid and pop the map into, let's use this view here, into the insight grid, and then you could pull up this information panel here, pop that into the side if you want to look at all the great CAD information we're getting related to this incident. So, and then you can visualize everything on a map there, pull this onto a second screen if you had screen recording, you wanted to do it that way. So Just a really neat capability. It also, we have the ability to, if you don't know the incident number, you can customize, up to 3 fields here on the right, just kind of the, priority, report number, incident type, code, domestic violence, or whatever you want. You can also retrieve related incidents. And there's just a lot of great capabilities to quickly find what you're looking for. So if you'd like a more detailed demo, I'd be happy to arrange one for you. But just wanted to thank you so much for your time and really appreciate the opportunity, and look forward to working with you and TriTech on successfully implementing this solution in your PSAP. So on behalf of all of us at NICE and TriTech, thank you so much, and goodbye for now.